Hi guys, and how do you do? So once again, as promised, I'm going to be doing another segment of the buy or bye-bye. It is all drugstore items. Now I have tasked my husband with the chore of keeping the dogs quiet during this video, so I'm fairly certain you're going to hear them barking throughout this entire video because they are the boss of him, not the other way around. But let's see. Like I said, it's all drugstore. There is quite a few things, and I'm going to try to make it as quickly as possible. So let's just start. Ooh, so much. Let's start with what I have on my eyes today. I did use all Wet n Wild. Well, not all, because the eyeliner and the mascara are not. But as far as the eyeshadow and lashes and glitter, they are all Wet n Wild products, and then the brushes as well. Starting off, I did use these Shredding the Fringe Wet n Wild lashes. They're on, so they're not in the box. Right now, Wet n Wild has some of the products at Walgreens for $2. So that's when I had gotten this stuff. These are fantastic lashes. I didn't have any problem. I did use a different eyelash glue though. I usually use the Eyelure, I think it's called, eyelash glue, and it's just because the one that usually comes with this is okay. I've used it in the past, but for whatever reason, the one that came in this particular package was kind of open, and I guess it had dried out, so I couldn't use that anyways. But as far as the actual lashes go, I have larger almond shaped eyes, so I never have to cut them, which is fantastic. I just put the glue on, let it set for a while, and pop them on. I've had these on about 5 hours, and they're still there. They're not going anywhere. So those are good. These are a buy because and if you don't do the 3 for $2, these by themselves are 79 cents. So come on, 79 cents. Why would you not? That's cheaper than a soda nowadays. So a buy. And then I went in with the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. This is about after tax $3.50. I love these. The pigmentation is really good, surprisingly, for Wet n Wild. Now the only thing is that if you're used to the higher end stuff that has more of a buttery feel and blending and all that stuff, with the buttery blending and all that good stuff, this is more powdery. This is more, so I bake. Some of y'all don't probably know. Well, if you know what that is, you know it's when you just leave the powder all under here. So it's fine because I'll put this on and I'll leave that on, and I put this on, and then when I brush it away, whatever the fallout from it being powdery, I can just wipe it away. It's not a big deal. And the great thing about these, for those of you who are just barely expanding your world to include the fancier makeup techniques, the great thing about this is, I don't know if you can see it too. Oh yeah, you can see it fantastic there. You can actually see that it does tell you where each item is supposed to go, where to put each color. And like I said, I used that today to do this makeup look. And then, you know, I should have used these products to do my full face makeup. I probably will be reusing this again. Maybe I'll get a different one, a different color, because they have different ones when I do the $25 makeup challenge, the full face one. But yeah, and like I said, it's got everything. It tells you exactly where it's all supposed to go. So yeah, this is a buy as well. A lot of the Wet n Wild stuff is actually a buy. The brushes, my dirty brushes, you see, this is the one I used today. So it's like got the purple from the outside to fine line. And then this one I used to add the glitter on. This is the one that I use usually for my blush. As you can see, my highlight is on fleek. So these are the Wet n Wild brushes. I am so impressed with them because they are so cheap. And sadly, they're outperforming my Morphe brushes. And I am so sorry, Morphe. I'm not trying to talk mess, so please don't attack me, because y'all probably won't even see this anyways. It don't matter. But yeah, I've washed this particular brush. This was the original brush I bought from them a couple months ago. I've washed it now probably about 4 times. I just ignore that. I've washed this about 4 times, and I haven't really had any fallout. I mean, the brush still is in great condition. I haven't had the same success with some other brushes when after I wash them maybe 2-3 times, they start to shed, and it's not a pretty sight. But this is a fantastic brush, and this one's also 99 cents. I think all of these that I had are 99 cents. They do have some face brushes that are like $2.99, but that's still not bad. But these are my ultimate go-tos, and if you can find these, I suggest you pick them up because they will last you a very long time and they will give you quality performance for very low price. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this little palette thing too. My bad. Inside it comes with your basic eyeshadow little applicator thing, but a great thing about it, which I was impressed, is they have now included a little brush, like a little, oh my gosh, and now it's stuck closed. There we go. This had a little brush, like an actual brush. It's pretty soft. It's like really just, it's flexible. It's like a little blending brush. You might not be able to do complete looks, but that is fantastic for blending. So if you are wanting to try looks, but you're like, oh, I don't have all that money to invest in the brushes as well, this comes with a little blending brush. So this would probably be good because you can try out the look before you actually invest big money on it. Then I went in with this glitter. And I used this, I don't know what the name of this brush is. It's just a really thin tip. I'm trying to let you see. Thin tip. Now, here's the only thing about this. Like I said, this was 79 cents. And it actually has really good glitter on it. The problem is the best glitter is at the very top there. Like, it looks so glittery and you would think that it's full of it. But as you get into this, it's more like a petroleum jelly kind of deal, and the pigmentation starts going away. Like, so when you apply it, you're getting like almost like a Vaseline on your eyelid, but the glitter isn't coming with it. The very top layer of this is where all that, I guess, the heavier glitter rose to the top, and so when you use it the first time, you get this look, but afterwards it's really not as, like, I don't know if you can see how I'm just kind of, and I loaded this on there. Like, it looks really pigmented still, but that's because this is the top. And as you start to mess with it, you'll see it's starting to separate right here. It's starting to separate out. But for 79 cents, it's probably good for one use, because that's, it's going to be hard to work with after that. And I'm full of glitter, but that's okay. Everybody needs some glitter in their life. So if you're looking to do a glitter look and you're not wanting to invest a whole bunch of money in like the Urban Decay ones or, specialty glitters, for 79 cents, one time use, you can see if you even like the glitter look, because a lot of people try it and they don't like it. So I would suggest, using these. If you can get this to work more than one time, congratulations. I couldn't, like, I did it today, and then I was messing with it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like the glitter started to separate off of this other eye just a bit. So it was a little bit harder to work with, but if you got more time than money, do it. So that's going to be a buy as well. Like I said, that was all buys. Sticking with the Wet n Wild line, I did get finally, after God knows how long, I got the highlighters, and I did get just one. They had 3 colors of the sticks, but I only wanted the one, which was the marigold round. Now, here's Wet n Wild's sneaky. Let me tell you how they're doing it. Each store gets one display. Each display has 6 of the sticks. I think it has 6 of their new lipsticks, and then it has 4, which is 2 of each of these, and that's it. That's all that's on that display. So when I went into my local store, I bought all 4. Well, I didn't buy because I'm on a no buy, but my husband got it for me. So we got all 4, and right off the bat, I can tell you they're good. They're actually pretty good. I think my Precious Petals is very, 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 very close. Maybe not. It's not a twin, but it is maybe a sister to the Becca Champagne Pop. And I because Champagne Pop is my favorite color and that color scheme is my favorite color, you'll hear me use that as the basis for a lot of comparisons when it comes to highlighters, because when it comes to like a peachy gold toned highlighter, that's the one I compare against. That's my favorite one. So that's what I compare a lot of stuff against. So if you're like, man, you always compare with that, it's because I like that color. That is what I go for. So these are these are really pigmented. This one is a little bit more on the warmer side. So if you're wanting to do more of a tanned glow look, I would go with Crown of My Canopy. But if you're wanting to do like a more peachy, goldy, that's what I'm wearing today. I don't know if you can see. I mean, I know you can see my highlight from outer space, but that's what I wore today. And then with the Precious Petals, if you're someone who wants to tone your makeup down, but you still want that glow, but you don't want it to be so obvious that you're wearing a highlighter, this is really, really mild, but it's still really pretty, really shimmery. And then if you really want to go all out, I would put this down first and then put one of those two over just to kind of intensify the color. Because look, I barely touched my nose and look, I'm glowing. I look like Rudolph's illegitimate sister. So yeah, the Wet n Wilds are definitely buy. They were $4 each. So and the pan sizes are huge. Like that's a big size highlight if you compare with other highlights. Like this is the Laura Geller highlight, and then like come on, $4. I think damn near 30. So yeah, thank you Wet n Wild. Thank you. But just for future reference, put out more than 4 because you're starting riots out in the world. Okay, so moving on. My friend gave me this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in a swap that we did, and I'm fairly pleased with this. I actually will just put a couple of drops of this in with my foundation when I want, when I know I'm not gonna have time to do full face. You know, I'm in a rush. It gives me a little bit of a glow. It just kind of helps my skin a bit. It's really cute. If you want to use this just kind of like as a highlighter as well, you just would tap it on your finger and then just apply it, and it goes on as well, just as well that way. Now this is more on the pinky side, so just keep in mind if you're someone fair, this is going to probably show up a lot better on you. But I like it. Like I said, on those days when I'm just in a rush, I'll add this in and just kind of do foundation, powder, lipstick. I won't even do no blush. And I my eyes a little bit, but this cuts down a couple of steps and it still gives you a glow. So this is a buy. And now we're going to come across our first disappointments. And that is these Milani blushes. This one's a Milani Illuminating Face Powder, which I guess is supposed to be more like a highlighter, but it's really powdery. When I swatched it, it looked pigmented. Same thing with the blush. When I swatched it, it looked pigmented. And then I actually tried to apply it with a brush, because let's be honest, we swatch with our fingers, but what good is that? Because we're not going to apply that way. We're going to apply with the softer motion, which is the brush. And when I tried to do that, I didn't get really any pigmentation. It just seemed it actually seemed very dry on my skin. Like I saw, it just looked like powder on a dry surface. And I had moisturized, so, I was like, well, it's got to be the product. So I like their Luminoso. That one's fantastic. But these different ones, this is their Milani Luminoso. It's in a different kind of packaging. This is fantastic. This I'm not a fan of. So me personally, this is a bye-bye. So these are, lightly used if anybody is interested. Let's see. Another bye-bye is going to be this CoverGirl True Blend Blush. Same exact thing. Other than it wasn't really so much that it was powdery and dry looking. It's just I didn't get any pigmentation out of it. Maybe it's just too light for me. I don't know. I just wanted a little light glow that day, and it really didn't do that for me. I kept on trying and trying. I finally ended up going in with the eyeshadow that's in one of my palettes, just because I just couldn't sit here and work with this all day and hope it was going to go on. So yeah, and I wasn't a fan. So that one's a bye-bye as well. And then we have, let's see, let's stick with Milani. So we have these new Amore metallics. I've got two because they're the two colors that I thought I would be most likely to wear. I got matte materialistic, and I got something chromatic addict. And I love chromatic addict so much. When I just want to do full on glow and I just do more of a natural eye, but I just want to look really tan and like I spend all time in the sun, which those of you who know me know that ain't happening, boo. See, these are the colors. That's the materialistic, which is too dark for me. I wasn't a fan. And then this is the chromatic addict, and that one's so pretty. It's like a penny on my skin. They don't get super drying, which is good. And they just look really pretty. Supposedly, I don't know because I don't have any of the Kylie Jenner ones, but this one, and I don't know about this one, but I know they said this one is supposed to be a dupe for Kylie Jenner's metallics that they're coming out with. This summer is supposed to be all about metallics, so better go grab these before everybody else does. And then we had this Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream. I love this so much. This is actually, once again, it's a sister, not a twin, to the Kat Von D Lolita 2. As you can see, they're really close in color. They're really close in color. This is like $20 and this is like $7. So, and it's got, you know, the little doe foot applicator. Same thing, no, not drying. It wears probably, I'm going to say it's very, it wears almost as good as the Kat Von D. So again, it's a buy. Then I had this Milani Moisture Lock Coconut Infused Lip Treatment. I did not like this at all because it's supposed to be a lip treatment. I thought it was going to be moisturizing and, you know, feel good on your lips. This is so sticky. Like, look, I don't know if you can see. Look at that. Like, it should not, like, it's almost like glue. And I mean, they smell really good. It smells like coconut. But I don't know. First of all, I don't know about this applicator. Like, it looks like a jacked up Q-tip. And it's pretty big for a lip applicator. But this is a bye-bye for me because I didn't like the way it felt. And it didn't feel like it was actually moisturizing or doing anything that it's supposed to be doing. So that was that. Let's see here. Then I had the e.l.f. blush palette. Now, this is super pigmented for $6. I don't want you to see the back of my room or my mess on my vanity here. These are super pigmented. I seen a couple of videos. Jaclyn Hill did one, and she was talking about how pigmented it was. I was like, girl, whatever. These really are, you guys. Now, the one thing I will say is they're more powdery as to buttery, so you do have to work with them to actually blend them out, and it's very easy to get heavy-handed with it. So, like today, I did my blush with this, and when I put it on, I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay. I simply dipped in and put it on, and it was still a lot. So be very light-handed with this, but this is a buy because of the price. You get 4 products, 4 different colors, and they're decent size. I mean, look at the size of this thing, and there's 4 in there. It's hard to open for me, but yeah, like you get so much product for your money. And like I said, it's super pigmented. So if you have more time than money and you have time to blend, I suggest this. And then I also got the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. I'm not going to spend too much time talking on this because it's a bye-bye. It wasn't very pigmented. I didn't really get, I mean, it's if you're not into the super glow, then this will work for you. But I like the glow, and this is very powdery. So it's just, yeah. I didn't like it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Bye-bye. Okay, then we have these LA Color lip glossy lips. The clear one I like because you can use it with any lipstick, and it's actually, I thought it was going to be sticky, and it is a little bit. So if I wouldn't suggest wearing this if you're going to be out in the wind, because your hair will get in it, and then it's going to strip your lipstick across, and it's just not going to look cute. Now, the one thing I will say is if you do not put these lids back on correctly, because it's got like this little pin because of the way the applicator is, if it's got this little, you have to put it on perfectly right, or this is gonna happen. It's gonna ooze. Ooh, not even in the camera. It's gonna ooze and look horrible and get it all inside your cap, and nobody needs that. So yeah, these are like really, really. I think these were like $1 each, but you know, if you're just looking for something to make your lips a little pouty, then this will work for you. I wasn't a fan of the red because it just, you have to wear red to wear it. So yeah, those are buy, but kind of, it was right on the line there. And then for $1, it could be on the line. Then I got the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. I've used this quite a few times. Look at that. Just because I wanted to make sure that it actually worked very well. It's okay. It's okay if you're going to be indoors, but if you're actually going to be outside and doing stuff, I would suggest going with the Master Fix or something, because this does work well, but it's no, if you're, like I said, if you're indoors and you're going to be indoors, and if you're going to do light glowing, which, you know, is my term for sweating. But if you're going to be outdoors actually doing stuff, this ain't going to do nothing. You're going to sweat right through this. So I'm going to say it's a buy if you're inside. It's a bye if you're using it, if you're thinking it's going to do like wonders. So it's personal choice, like I said. So for me, it was a buy because I'm indoors quite a bit. We're almost to the end. Finally, no, not finally. 2 more things, but these are the Physician Formula Bronze Booster Deluxe Editions. Now, here's the thing about this. This is the one I've had for a while that I've been using quite frequently, and this is a new one. This is what this looked like. And when I first got it, I saw this, and I mean, I don't know if you can see too well how beautiful this coppery, glowing, just woo, like almost like I thought I was gonna have to use very much highlighter and stuff. And the first time I used it, that was exactly the case. I didn't have to. I had this glow. I was like, oh yes. After using it a couple of times, one day I remember I came, and I guess I hadn't been really paying attention, because then when I saw this, how it's kind of flat, there's really the shimmer's all gone. It was only the top that has that coppery shimmer. When I got to this part, I thought this was a different product. I was like, oh man, I must have lost my other one. So then I went out and I grabbed another one, but then when I came home, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is the same thing. It's just, this came off. So this still works really well. I use this on my regular, but just, this is more warning, because this is a buy, but I just wanted to give a fair warning. This beautiful coppery thing is only going to be there for like your maybe first 2 applications, and then it's gone. So use them sparingly if that's the actual look you're going for. So yeah, this is a buy. And finally, the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer Cleaner System. It comes with 3 products. It comes in a box. I did not pay for this, so I don't know how much it is. It comes with this illuminating eye cream, a daily face cleanser, and a daily hydration moisturizer. So you get all these items in your box. And I can say I was having a lot of problems with my skin because I have very dry skin. And then it was getting like kind of like almost like itchy because it was so dry. And I was drinking water like crazy, and that wasn't helping. My friend gave me this in a swap that we did, and it's fantastic. I actually do see a difference in my skin. My face does feel more hydrated. I usually will wash my face twice. So this is actually, they sell these all separate, so you don't have to buy the 3-piece kit. They do sell them separate, but I will use the cleaner. As you can see, my cleaner is kind of a little lighter than the rest of the products, because I do this about twice. I use this in the morning before I'm actually going to put on my makeup, and then I do it again in the evening when I'm taking off my makeup. And then I just put the moisturizers on before bed and just, sleep with it overnight. And like I said, I don't know how much it is. It is an e.l.f. product, so I'm thinking I don't think it's going to be more than maybe $15. I don't know. Lily, if you watch this video, can you do me a favor, and down in the comments below, can you just tell us how much this was? Do I gotta pay? How much this was? I think I gotta pay or something, because nobody wants to hear whiz in a video. But maybe that's why I rushed through the end of this. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us again. And if you like these kind of videos, obviously I do have a couple of other items that I have bought from the store that are drugstore items that I didn't do yet, because I honestly haven't used them enough to be like, oh, okay, this is my fair, judgment on it. But I do have a couple other things. But if you like these videos, leave me a comment. Let me know that you're feeling this, that you want to see this kind of stuff. And then when June's over, I'll start buying some more stuff again because I'm on a no buy right now. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. And I don't know.